Beautifully Broken is the movie I'm reviewing today, and this movie is on Uchenna Bonabo. A recap of this movie talks about a lady who traveled to America, leaving the love of her life behind, coming back after 7 years and realizing that this boyfriend has married her best friend. She tried to get her boyfriend back, but it was too late. This is what this movie is about. What I like about this movie, I really enjoy the storyline so much. You know, they had plot twist. I did not see that coming at all. So yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. The storyline was okay. Per YouTube standard, guys, this was amazing. You will love it if you watch it. You will really like this one. I enjoyed it, but I'm sure you will too. So this was beautifully written. I enjoyed this movie. Next thing I like about this movie is costume. Costume wise, I'm talking about their throwback costume that they wore. That was nice. Their throwback outfits, they were on point. I like that costume, not the current ones. Yeah, so the throwback costume was something that I really like about this movie. Another thing I like, let's talk cast and character in this movie. Chike was an okay character, but I really enjoyed Pamela's acting as well as Miwa character in this movie. Pamela, at a point I was thinking she was having a mental breakdown or she was going mad, but after watching the movie I was like, no, she wasn't really mad. She just wanted her boyfriend back, and I enjoyed her character. She stood out for me. I like that, as well as Miwa. You know, they were the characters that really stood out for me. The others, as usual, they were okay. Nothing stressful in their character they were supposed to add. So next thing I like about this movie is location. I actually like the locations, the office, the houses, the throwback houses, the throwback shots. They were so nice, and the nice shot of Miwa, that was also very nice. Yeah, so locations, I like locations. Simple one, but I mean befitting the storyline, that was okay. I like it. This brings me to the size. You guys know that I always complain about the size. Some of you even said, why do you always say the same thing? I'm like, yeah, because they can do better. They know that they can do the right thing, so why are they not doing the right thing? So now Uchenna Bonabo is posting movies in the right size. Like in the last 3 days or 4 days, the movies he has posted are all in the right size. And now compare this movie to the ones that were not posted in the right size and see the difference in watching them. So yeah, I have to complain. I'm really hoping that soon he also gets the cinematography right. But that notwithstanding, I really like that this movie was posted in the right frame size. So that was something I really like about this movie. Moving on to what I do not like about this movie, obviously, is Uchenna Bonabo. You guys know I'm not a fan of this cinematography. Not just the fact that I hate the cinematography of this movie, is the fact that the throwback cinematography and the current situation that is going on is the same cinematography with the throwback cinematography. So how do you distinguish the storyline of this movie and tell someone that this particular scene is 7 years ago and this is what is currently happening? You see the problem with these movies, and you see the problem with the cinematography of Uchenna Bonabo that I'm always talking about. Someone watching this movie from the middle will say, why is this scene the same as what is happening now? The whole cinematography of this movie is looking like a throwback that is supposed to be, and then the current situation should have a better, clear, crisp camera, lighting, cinematography. It's as simple as that. How hard is it for Uchenna Bonabo? I don't know. Again, I keep saying that maybe his channel or his team have a color scheme that they are following, which would distinguish their movies from others. Of course, you know, it's YouTube, so you need to have something that will show that this is your movie from others. I get it. So again, this is my review, and this is what I do not like about this movie. Watching it the whole 7 years ago and currently, how can you have the same cinematography? It doesn't mix. Even in real life, we do not have the same picture quality from phones of today and from phones of 7 years ago. So why should a movie production of today have the same cinematography of 7 years ago. Come on, you people should just guys, I don't like the cinematography of this movie. Then I want to talk about costume. Looking at how they presented Pamela as some rich boss chick, she did not look like a rich boss chick. No, she didn't. And that was sad to see. Her outfits were not, oh no. Someone who came back from America, she's supposed to look posh. She's supposed to, all these born straight in Lagos. Wait, what happened to it that she was not wearing anyone? I'm even speechless because I know they can do better and they just do not care. And that is sad to see because are we moving forward or we are coming back? Which one is it when it comes to production? Like, which one is it? Someone made a post on X, that's former Twitter, saying that he is yet to see a movie online or a movie produced by Nigeria that is as high standard as the movies in South Africa. And that particular post got me worried. Thinking about it, aside Aki and Popo, that was worldwide. A lot of people love that movie. There's no movie. Even though Nigeria is the second highest producing movie industry in the world, I be Ted. Like, what is going on? YouTube, oh man, wow. Costume again for this movie. People who are well-to-do are not looking like people who are well-to-do. Their outfit just looks so bad and so basic. And I'm like, yeah. Again, costume is not it for me. I do not like what they were wearing. Aside the throwback was okay, but no, it wasn't it for me. Final two things that I want to talk about is location. Location, the house that Miwa and Chike were in, they didn't really use the house aside the bedroom hall and dining hall. I'm like, no, this is not, and we've seen this house before. Uchenna Bonabo is always using this location, so it was a kind of boring, which was kind of okay. So it's a hit and miss for me when it comes to location. Finally, what I don't like about this movie is the length. This movie is quite long, 2 hours plus, almost 2 hours 20 minutes, so it's quite long. But I may just pardon them for the length of this movie because this movie had 2 different plot twists that I did not see coming. So they had me there. They were like, yes, they had me there, and I can appreciate the plot twist for this movie. So the length, I will kind of pardon them for this movie. You know what I mean? So yeah, I keep saying that if the movie is long, it should have a plot twist that will have the viewer gag up. I'm like, hey, I didn't see this one coming. So this movie had that. So even though it's long, they had a plot twist. 2 different plot twists actually. So that was something I can appreciate for them and pardon them for making this movie long. And on that note, I'm going to rate this movie a 5/10 just because of the plot twist. They had me there. They had me there. So yes, 5/10 is what I'm rating this movie. If you haven't watched Beautifully Broken, it's showing on Uchenna Bonabo TV. Do well to watch, and thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you all in my next movie review.